It's noon. Welcome to the news highlight on Opportune TV. I am Miriam, okay? The Federal Airport Authority of Nigeria, FAN, has announced the closure of runway 18R/36 at Murtala Mohammed International Airport, Lagos, for a major rehabilitation project. The closure, which began at 3 a.m. on Monday, is part of FAN's ongoing efforts to ensure the runway remains in optimal condition and meets international safety standards. The rehabilitation work is expected to improve the runway's functionalities and enhance safety for both passengers and airlines operating at the airport. According to a statement issued by Mrs. Obiageli Ora, FAN's Director of Public Affairs and Consumer Protection, the closure started with the A2 taxiway link of the affected runway. FAN has assured passengers that necessary measures are beginning to happen and will be taken to minimize disruptions during the rehabilitation process. The agency reiterates its commitment to providing a safe, secure, and comfortable experience for airport users. Mrs. Ora emphasized that while the rehabilitation works are underway, FAN remains dedicated to ensuring that operations at the airport continue without significant delays. She urged travelers to check their flight schedules and allow extra time for airport procedures as the work progresses. In another development, the Nigerian government is working to resolve delays in implementing a Supreme Court rulings that grants local government areas autonomy over their finances. The ruling handed down on July 11, 2024, mandates the direct allocation of federal funds to all 7,774 local government areas in the country, but the process has faced significant setbacks. Talks are ongoing between the Accountant General of the Federation, Oluwatoyin Madeyin, and the Attorney General, Lateef Fagbemi, to streamline the procedure for direct payment. A major challenge has been the identification of LGAs with democratically elected officials, which has slowed the submission of the necessary bank account details required for the allocation. Currently, only Delta State has provided the required details to the Office of the Accountant General. The delays in processing these accounts are causing concern over the timeline for fully implementing the Supreme Court's decision, which could have wide-reaching effect on local governance across the country. Meanwhile, the federal government is under increasing pressure to resolve these issues swiftly, as the autonomy granted to local government areas is seen as an essential step toward strengthening local governance and financial independence. Stakeholders are hopeful that the discussions between government agencies will lead to a resolution that allows for the prompt and efficient disbursement of funds to local government. In a recent development, 6 individuals have been arrested in connection with the vandalism of public infrastructure in Kazaure local government area of Jigawa State. According to the Jigawa State Police Command, 5 suspects aged between 28 and 53 were arrested for vandalizing street lights, armored cable wires, and other electrical components. A 6th suspect, a 30-year-old man, was apprehended for allegedly receiving the stolen items. Meanwhile, the arrest followed 2 separate incidents of vandalism that occurred in late February. On February 26, 2 suspects were apprehended for tampering with street lights and stealing electrical wires in the Bandutsi area. 2 days later, 3 more individuals were arrested for conspiring to steal approximately 2,000 meters of high-tension wire in the Faro and Daba villages. During interrogation, the suspect identified Musa Yahya, a 30-year-old from Kazauri, as the individual responsible for receiving the stolen materials. Police believe Yaya was aware that the items were government property. However, authorities have vowed to continue their investigation to dismantle the vandalism network and prevent further damage to public infrastructure in the region. The National Association of Nigerian Students, NANS, has called on the federal government to investigate the National Youth Service Corps, NYSC, over the non-payment of the newly approved 77,000 naira monthly allowance for corps members. Although the federal government had approved the increase from 33,000 naira to 77,000 naira in July 2024, corps members have yet to receive the revised payment, despite assurances from the NYSC that the new rate will take effect by February 2025. NANS expressed concerns over the delay, pointing out that other government agencies and state government have already implemented the new minimum wage for their workers, but the NYSC has failed to follow suit. The association has hereby called for an urgent investigation to determine why the allowance has not been paid as promised, arguing that the delay could undermine the morale of corps members. In a statement, NANS National Vice President Felicia Akinbodunse emphasized that the failure to pay the new allowance would be a significant injustice, particularly given the economic challenges faced by young Nigerians. NANS has also pledged to engage with the NYSC leadership to resolve the issue and ensure the prompt payment of the revised allowance. And from the foreign scene, James Harrison, one of the world's most prolific blood donors, has passed away at the age of 88. Harrison, whose blood contained a rare antibody called anti-D, was responsible for saving the lives of over 2.4 million babies worldwide. His donations, which began after he himself received blood transfusions at the age of 14, helped create a medication used to prevent hemolytic disease of the newborn, a potentially deadly condition for babies born to mothers with Rh-negative blood. Harrison's blood donation was so crucial that he earned the nickname the man with the golden arm in Australia. Over his lifetime, he made an outstanding 1,173 donations, each one contributing to the creation of life-saving medication. His work has since left a lasting legacy in the field of medicine and saved countless lives around the world. However, Harrison passed away peacefully in his sleep on February 17, 2025, at a nursing home in New South Wales. His family confirmed the news, noting that Harrison's extraordinary contributions to healthcare will never be forgotten. Meanwhile, his death marks the end of a remarkable chapter in the history of blood donation, and his impact on the lives of millions will continue to inspire generations to come. And on sport, Arsenal Football Club is reportedly preparing to make a €75 million bid to sign Nigerian striker Victor Osimhen from Napoli in the upcoming summer transfer window. Osimhen, who has been in sensational form this season with 22 goals and 5 assists across all competitions, is one of the most sought-after players in European football. Arsenal's interest in the prolific forward signals their intent to strengthen their attacking options ahead of the new season. Meanwhile, Osimhen has been a key player for Napoli this season, and his goal-scoring ability has attracted interest from several top clubs, including Chelsea, who attempted to sign him last summer. However, Arsenal successfully triggers Osimhen's release clause. The Nigerian international would add significant firepower to their squad as they look to challenge for majority trophies in the upcoming season. However, with Arsenal aiming to build on their recent successes and compete from the Premier League title, Osimhen's arrival could prove to be a game-changing addition, and his ability to score goals and contribute to the team's offensive play would be a valuable asset to Arsenal as they prepare for a more competitive 2025-2026 season. And that's the news highlights from Opportune TV. I am Miriam Oke. Please join us at 2 for the Yoruba version of our news highlights. And of course, do well to stay with us for more interesting programs. Good afternoon.